Hi guys, this is a first video in a while. I am recording this for YouTube as well as live streaming it. Right now there's no one talking, but that's fine. I'm here with my best friend Taylor. Am I pointing the right
Hello.
way?
Wait, point towards the Majora's Mask. Nope.
There. There. Yeah, this is it. This is
There.
it.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yes. That way.
Yes.
Yes.
You're I forgot you could hear me through stream.
Yep.
This is cursed.
Very.
This is the
We're
best
totally
kind of content.
professionals. We're totally professionals.
This is the best kind of content. If it's not cursed, it's not content. Alright, but anyways. Ranking all 200 odd n64 games. It goes down far.
Bro, I have taxes to pay and shit. Okay.
You should have done that earlier.
I have a child.
Well, that's fine. If you have to occasionally walk away because of child, I'm okay with that. Everyone is okay with that. That is how things work in the real world. Children come first.
No, they can wait.
This is what I'm talking about.
Oh wait, we gotta edit your stream. Hold on. Mod view.
Oh yeah.
Also, I guess I just realized since I'm watching on stream, I'm gonna have to go off of stuff you're saying because it'll be like a little delayed for me.
Okay.
Unless you stream it on Discord as well.
Let's see what that does to the thing. We can try that.
What do you mean?
See if it like lags.
I mean, I don't remember it lagging when I did the Halloween candy one.
But did you stream through Discord?
Yeah. So that way Matt and you could see it.
Oh yeah. It streams through Discord, and then I think I streamed through that, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Alright, it's gonna have to be 720.
Alright, I'm just renaming your stream and doing that for you.
Okay. Well, Toaster, if you're not okay with it, well, that's what it is. That's whatever. You become a streamer.
Toaster not okay with?
I think how cursed the starting of this was.
Well, get over it, okay? We can edit it out. We can edit it into bits. That way it's more fun. Get over it. Much love, sorry. Very aggressive. Okay. Watch stream. There we go. Can I go full screen with this shit?
Yeah, you can also pop it out of place, and then you can just move it to wherever you want.
I told you we're professionals. Okay. All right. So, I'm going to start this off real quick. Brian, on the count of 3, I want you and I to name our favorite N64 games of all time. Our single one favorite N64 game of all time. So, on the count of 3.
All right.
We're going to do this.
Fuck.
You better think quick. Just pick. You got to narrow it down real quick.
All right. I got mine.
You got one?
Most memories with it. So, yeah. I wish I had the game with me. Fuck. Oh well, too late. Let's do this.
Now, I'm curious because there's a possibility we could have the same one or we have different ones. So I don't know. I really don't know. So, 3, 2, 1.
Stadium 2.
2.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
In all honesty, it's the one that I have the most memories playing as a kid.
Yeah. This game right here is the fucking GOAT.
Yes.
It is one of the greatest
You know what?
N64
I
games
think
of
what we can
all
do
time.
is we can just scroll on down to right here. Here it
So
is.
this changes my narrative of this. I was originally going to say if you and I had different games, we have to leave them out until the very end. But
Yeah,
we both
it
agree
was a
that this
tough
is our
one.
favorite game and we
Yeah,
both love it. So
yeah, it was. It's tough though because I really love like Donkey Kong Racing, the Legend of
Diddy
Zelda
Kong Racing.
games, Diddy Kong, yeah, not Donkey, Diddy Kong Racing, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, was the one I owned. I played Majora's Mask at my uncle's house, and then what was the other one I was going to say? Oh, Super Mario 64. Those those three plus this were like my childhood for the longest time because we didn't get PlayStation 2 until much later, and the PlayStation 1 that we did have. I mean, I played quite a bit because I had like Spyro on it, but
Yeah.
most of the games on the PlayStation were dad's, so they were like shooting games, racing games, games that I wasn't too interested at the time. So the N64 was what I grew up on for the longest
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
and it
No,
was those games. But I think Stadium
I think
2, I
that
had the most memories.
I think for our age group, we can agree that like between the N64 and the GameCube are like kind of our generation's like first console, you know?
Yeah. Um,
So, are we just going to go from the very beginning, alphabetical order, or are we just going to pick from random?
that is up to you. Do we want to go through and be like, okay, I don't know this one, don't know this one, don't know this one, and just get rid of those?
Just start going through them, and I'll let you know if I know them or if you know it and I don't. We'll go from there. Okay. We can just start from here. We got
Oh,
007. The world is not enough.
yeah. World is not enough. I didn't play this one
So this
unless
one's not
it's
as iconic as GoldenEye.
yeah, it's not as
This one
iconic as
came.
GoldenEye or the ones that were on like the PlayStation 1 or the PlayStation 2.
Yes, this game came on a blue cartridge, and it was based on the movie that was the sequel to GoldenEye. Again, it is not as iconic. It did not have. I believe it did not feature a multiplayer mode like GoldenEye did, because this one was made by EA after Rareware stopped making 007 games slash lost the licensing.
Hmm.
I personally do not care for it, but I really
So,
don't know if it's like worth to say it's awful. I
yeah,
would just put it in the meh section.
meh. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
okay with that. A lot of other than GoldenEye and let's see, the three PlayStation 2 games that I remember of 007 is Nightfall, the one that came after it, which was my favorite, but I can never remember the name, and then the third one that I never played, which I cannot remember for the life of me. Nightfall was
N64?
decent, huh?
On the N64?
No, on the PlayStation 2. I'm trying.
Oh,
So I played GoldenEye, and then I played the PlayStation 2 ones. And GoldenEye, I loved. It was great. It was
yeah.
great
GoldenEye's a
fun.
fantastic game.
It was a lot of fun. Nightfall wasn't terrible for the PlayStation 2. The second one, which actually had a very similar cover to this one, to The
Yeah.
World Is Not Enough, but it was, I forget what it was called. And I don't really feel like trying to find it. But that one was really good. So I think meh feels good for pretty much a lot of James Bond games, because
Yeah.
mostly
yeah.
it's because the
There's a pretty decent one on the GameCube, but we won't get into that. That's a whole nother
yeah.
can of worms.
All right, next one is 1080
snowboarding.
snowboarding. I never
Uh,
played it.
I did, and it's not as good as Snowboard Kids. So this one for me is
I guess we should have gone over what the rankings are, by the way, but oh well.
Legendary, obviously, we're keeping as our favorite of all
Yeah,
time.
favorites.
Great. I feel like Legendary we have to reserve to like the ones that are
Just top tier around on like all levels.
yeah,
Gameplay,
and if we can both agree
story,
on it, yeah, if
memory
we can both agree
wise,
on it, then it goes there.
Yeah.
Yeah. If one of us says one game is legendary, the other one says it's like good or great, we might just have to keep it in great, but we can disagree to agree, maybe. We'll see. 1080 snowboarding, I think that's just another meh for me.
Okay. Yeah, that's another one that I didn't fully play. I don't think I ever saw anyone play it either. Most of the sports games are going to be like that, except for a few here and there. Mostly football and wrestling, because that was what Dad was into. So I owned whatever he had. A Bug's Life, though, I do know I played it. I don't remember like anything of it.
I played it once as a kid. In fact, my memory of it is that I played it at a very poor child's house that lived next door to me. I'm sorry, that's very bad to say, but it's true.
If it's the best way to describe it, then
for me, the game is bad.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like if it's not as memorable as like the Lion King game, the Aladdin game, like all those other
the
really
Super Nintendo
hard,
ones?
the Super Nintendo, the hard ones.
Yeah.
If it's not as memorable as that, then it's either meh or it's bad. And most video game movie tie-ins or movie tie-in video games are bad.
Yeah.
All right, this one is called Aero Fighters Assault.
I do not know what that is.
So
never
either.
Played it and or not. Actually, I would say never played it, but interested in trying it.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the ones that we just have no clue what they are, I would be interested in at least trying it. But unlike other than like the sports one. This is Aero Gauge.
Aero Gauge? I've heard of that one. I might have rented it from the library as a kid, but I really have no.
It looks like it's a racing game, but it looks like it's based off the look. It looks like they're using like ships, like
it seems like F-Zero. Almost.
Yeah, F-Zero style.
That one's probably another never played but interested in trying.
All right, this one is Aiden Chronicles: The First Mage. I'll be honest.
I gotta tell you,
never heard of it.
Never heard of it, and I probably not interested.
Yeah, I sort of wish I had gone a little bit more in depth on my listing, other than just the names, and just put like a little blurb about what each game was.
Yeah.
But I did decide to do this on Sunday, and it is Tuesday. So I did not give myself a lot of time for this.
Now, I think we can both agree right here and now, that neither of us are sports game players.
Not really, no. So we got All-Star Baseball 99, 2000, and 2001.
In my life, I will only ever defend NES and Super Nintendo sports games, and anything that's like Mario sports.
Mm-hmm.
Past that, anything that's real life or modern day like sports gaming, it's not gaming. Just fucking, that is not interested. Fuck that.
Yeah. I wouldn't say worst ever, but yeah, never played it. Not interested. Ever.
Maybe at least back on the N64, but.
And then that one's
nowadays
Superstar Tennis or All-Star Tennis 99. Now, next one is Armorines Project Swarm, and I did not.
I recognize the name. I don't know it. Probably interested in trying it, but never played.
Okay. Now, this is one that I do know. Army Men Sarge's Heroes.
I think it is a good game.
Yes. I enjoyed it.
I used to play it with that. Actually, I just looked ahead, and I saw Sarge's Heroes 2, which actually holds a better
I don't remember Sarge's Heroes 2, and I definitely don't know if Air Combat, but I do remember Sarge's Heroes. In fact,
Air Combat was cool because it was like you just were like a little helicopter going through like the backyard and the house, and like I don't know. It was just an aerial game, like kind of like Star Fox.
okay. One second.
Um,
Oh, that
I would
was
say
the
we
mini
could probably
greens.
put Sarge's Heroes and Sarge's Heroes 2 in the same ranking.
Good.
I would
All
say
right.
good. Maybe just put Sarge's Heroes 2 above the
Okay, and
first one.
then Air Combat, good, meh.
I'm gonna say meh on that one.
Okay.
But that's up
Above,
to you. You probably never played it, right?
Yeah, I never played it,
Yeah.
so this is all you right
I'd
now.
put it above all of them.
Okay.
If it, there you go. Okay.
I think actually, one of these I also played on GameCube. I think was Sarge's Heroes 2, or was it a different one that was on?
So on the GameCube, there's two different Army Men games. There's one called Army Men Sarge's War, and it's a violent one. And then there's Army Men RTS, which was a game that Matt and I
I
both really loved.
think I played Sarge's War on the GameCube. All right, this is Asteroids.
Asteroid 64.
Asteroids Hyper.
I don't think I've ever played that. I do enjoy Asteroids, like the arcade game, so I mean, I would be interested in playing it.
Yeah. All right. This one, if it's what I think it is, there was a Game Boy.
What is it?
Advance.
Automobile
Lamborghini. It's a racing game where all the cars are Lamborghinis. And no, I'm thinking of one that was like it, but Porsche cars. The Porsche one on the Game Boy Advance was fun, but it's a racing game. In my opinion, pretty much all racing games are the same.
Mostly. I see a
track.
couple ahead that I actually will defend with my butthole clenched tight. But this Lamborghini game, never played it, and probably not interested, but I'll leave that up to you on this one.
I think, yeah, I'm not really interested in it. Okay, Banjo-Kazooie, I played.
Legendary.
Tooie, I did not play.
Both legendary for me. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie is great. Nah, I'll put it in legendary mostly.
That's up to you. If you've never played
I haven't
Tooie,
played it.
they are
Mostly
basically
because
the same
I
game,
never owned
just
it.
different levels, different power ups.
Yeah.
They
like
are,
most
it
sequels.
You play Banjo-Tooie and it is like the same game, just new stuff to do and new story. It's just yeah, you get the point. So
yeah, this one is Bass Hunter fishing.
oh fucking
I do know this one. Dad had it.
I know the Dreamcast game, but this
it was a fishing game. I was less than 10. I did not give a fuck about it. It was
agreed. Probably not interested.
Yeah.
Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, based on the movie of the titular animated series.
Yes. I don't think I played it on the N64, but I do know I played it.
Yeah, it was on the N64 and the PlayStation, I believe, and maybe the Sega Dreamcast.
Yeah, I think I played it on the PlayStation 1.
I played it on the PlayStation as well. I remember liking it as a kid for the fact that it was based around one of the best cartoons of all time.
Yeah, it was
However,
fun to play to a point, but like it wasn't great. The gameplay wasn't great. It was clunky.
Yes, it's one of those like animated movie based or video game based on animated movie games that always bad.
Yeah, and it was. I'm more than positive it was probably rushed, and it just.
Yes.
For the memories, it's good,
say
but
bad.
Yeah, for the memories, it was probably good, but otherwise,
so we have Battle Tanks
and
Global Assault
Battle Tanks Global Assault.
Yes, we have We can probably
So
put this
technically,
together.
these are supposed to go here.
I think I remember playing one of them when I was younger and getting really frustrated because there was like some AI tank that just fucked my day up.
I'm trying to
I'm
remember
gonna
if I
say
remember them.
meh, but I really don't have any recollection. So
Yeah, I think
if you
low
do or
meh.
no,
I barely remember them at like what's it called, a youth group or something. But this is Battlezone, Rise of the Black Dogs.
never played it and probably not interested.
Yeah. All right. This
Beetle
one,
Adventure Racing. Oh fuck yeah, baby!
I'm guessing you know it.
Fucks. This game fucks.
I
game.
I don't know this one.
This game, I would invite over for a nice date and take them home by 9 p.m. This game, you play as a Volkswagen Beetle, and you fight 7 other Volkswagen Beetles, and you get power-ups, and it's, for whatever reason, a really fucking good game. This game, for me...
All right.
This game, for me, is good.
Sarge's Hero, too good or lower?
Oh, it's over them. It beats them.
All right.
Yeah, yeah. It's the only time Germany wins.
That's becoming a clip. I hope you know that.
Good.
Big Mountain 2000.
Big what? What? Never heard of this. I'm looking at it. I can barely tell what the cover is. Let me Google
It's
this.
a snowboarding, it looks like. Snowboarding and skiing.
Big Mountain 2000. Drug. This is one of the top search results. Okay. No, not Bug's Life. Get out of here. Big Mountain 2000 video game. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, you can play as a bear? Okay. I'm getting on Tekken level of things. Never played it, but interested in trying it, I guess.
Known in Japan as Snowspeeder.
Okay.
Let's see, what was it? How was its rating? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, that's. I guess that's something we can look up. I know there's one game on here we can probably both agree that is going in the trash.
Is it about a very famous hero in comics?
Yeah, it's about a very famous hero in a red and blue costume, and he flies through onion rings.
Yeah. All right, Metacritic, Big Mountain 2000.
Yeah.
It was a 7.2.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So you know what? If a game was yeah. Biofreaks.
I remember seeing this game as a kid, and the cover scared me, so I avoided it. I was a scared little baby of games. Like a game down below, Armageddon 64, and that big old angry looking devil man.
Yeah.
That's probably a game that would make me have nightmares for like a week, and then realize I'm...
Yeah.
Same with
it was an M-rated game. I would not have been able to play it.
Yeah.
So
it
does not have a rating on Metacritic.
I guess I'll say interested. Never played, but interested.
I'd say I'm probably more interested in it than the other ones. So I think I'll do that.
Yeah.
Oh, is this what I think it is? Let me pull up my list to remember.
I have seen this game a lot in my childhood. I think I remember hating
Blast
it.
Corps. Yeah, this is the Crash Test Dummy one, I think.
Oh, never mind. This one is cool.
I think it is. For the N64. Oh, no, it's not. It's a little arcade game. Takes collateral damage to a whole new level. Smash bash. It got a 90. Universal acclaim.
Yeah, put it in great. I don't have a full recollection of it. I remember the title. I remember the cover. There's a
I
game
remember it,
similar
but
to it though that I think I remember I hated. But I don't know what the fuck this is.
let me find where I'm at. The Blues Brothers 2000. This is probably a music-based game where you collect items, probably. I don't know for sure though, and I don't really care.
I'm gonna go off the record, yeah, and say I don't care either.
All right, next.
Body Harvest.
Yes, Body Harvest. I don't recognize this one actually.
Body Harvest n64.
It was a 73. The giant praying mantis looking
looks
thing.
bad.
Plays like a proto GTA, but with giant insects instead of cops. Everything is completely destructible, so battles become a screaming whirlwind of explosions, insects dying, and laser fire. It has flaws
that
such as slow building interior sections, easy accidental deaths, drowning / lava, and literal hours between save points. But even so, it's an experience like no other, even by today's standards. This was posted last year, February 27th.
I guess interested in playing?
Yeah, that sounds a proto GTA, but with giant alien insects.
Yeah.
All right, Bomberman.
Bomberman
64, 64,
Attack.
the second attack, and Hero is what we got.
Well, Hero is completely different. Hero is more of an adventure style game. And while
I know I played 64.
64 and second attack have a almost platformer adventure game, but they stick to like the Bomberman format.
Yeah. I remember 64 as being great. I don't remember the second attack, and I do remember Hero, but I didn't get to play much of it. It was at like a youth group kind of deal, you know.
I rented them all as a child from the library, and I remember liking them all because I liked Bomberman.
Yeah.
I still see people online raving about these games to this day, and also they are extremely rare games. So, yeah, I feel like those are fair ratings.
Okay.
Right there.
Bottom of the ninth, baseball.
I'm gonna say bad or not interested.
Bowling game. What's the name of it? Let me pull up my list. Brunswick Circuit Pro Bowling.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah.
Buck Bumble, that game. Fuck that
Bumble.
game. More like fuck Bumble.
Awful. Worst ever.
I'm gonna say awful. Deku did not like our rating of Buck Bumble.
Bust a Move 99 and Bust a Move 2.
Arcade.
They did it out of order on this list.
But Bust a Move 99 has Bubble Bobble on it. Oh, it's like a Puyo Puyo type game. I guess I don't think I ever played them.
No,
so,
I know I didn't.
I don't know. I either just say not interested or interested. Those two don't fully matter to me.
I'll put it at the top of not interested.
Same with this next one.
California Speed. It's a racing game.
Yeah.
I remember that much. I remember it was meh.
If you got a meh, okay. If you want to say meh or bad, that's on you.
I'm gonna say bad because I remember it slightly, but okay. Armageddon 64.
And they are the biggest fan of that game. Armageddon 64, one of those games that scared me based on the cover. Never played it.
Yeah, it would be one that I wouldn't have been allowed to play as a kid, and haven't done yet. All right.
I know this one's a legendary for you.
You'll be surprised.
I'm kidding.
Castlevania, I didn't get into until a few years ago.
Oh, the joke went over your head.
Oh, is it because this one has like the wolf man?
It has a werewolf on the front.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
these games are
Suck my
notoriously
dick.
bad. I
Oh,
played
really?
them. I played them both as a kid. I think there's a weird fun nostalgia to it, but I would just say bad.
Okay.
Both.
Yeah, because when I saw this list and saw those, I'm like, ooh, those could be cool games to track down. But yeah, if they're bad, then maybe not. All right.
Okay.
Next we have Chameleon Twist
2.
1 and 2.
I remember
Technically,
liking Chameleon Twist. I remember not liking Chameleon Twist 2. I would
so
say you could put Chameleon Twist in good and Chameleon Twist 2 in meh, but that's like up to you. I'm sorry.
no, that's fine. I don't remember them if I played them.
What the fuck is this?
Charlie's Blast Territory.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie's
Oh, it looks like
Blast
some
Territory.
construction worker.
Yeah, I don't know. Unless you
not
know.
interested.
All
Nope.
right. Chopper Attack. Airplanes. I mean, helicopters.
I am not interested in that one.
Clay Fighter 63 and 1/3, or Clay Fighter Sculptor's Cut. It's technically supposed to be like this.
I did play this game as a kid. I was one of the lucky ones that got to rent it from Blockbuster because it's a Blockbuster exclusive game. It is the rarest N64 game of all time. Because of that reason, it goes for up to $1,000 just for the cartridge itself.
Okay.
I played it. I got scared of it, but I did like it because Earthworm Jim was a character. I would say great.
Okay.
Not legendary, but it is legendary in terms of its like.
And you're talking about 63 1/3 or Sculptor's Cut?
They're the same game. It's just the Sculptor's Cut one was the one that came with Earthworm Jim as a character, I believe.
So put it slightly above.
They're I mean they're the same game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Command and Conquer. I didn't play this. I remember seeing people play it, but and I know the newer ones. I'm not much of a Command and Conquer kind of person.
Not interested. Yeah.
Conquer's Bad Fur Day.
Legendary.
Yes.
That is a legendary game.
I'm putting it above Banjo and Kazooie.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with you there.
I don't know if I would put it above Stadium.
About the F word, and I felt ways about furry animals that I didn't think I would feel at the time before furries existed.
I mean, let's be honest. So this is gonna sell myself out a little bit,
Julia?
probably. But
Yes.
Real quick, Brian, before you tell this story. Julia, do you know what
Okay.
Conker's Bad Fur Day is?
No.
One of these days, you and I are going to play Conker's Bad Fur Day. This game...
too bad we don't all own an Xbox One.
We'll figure that out.
I have my Xbox One still, and I still have my Rare Replay.
I think you can just play it through Gamepad.
Well, probably, actually. Yeah.
It is one of the greatest games of all time. I will introduce
The Great
this game to you,
Mighty
Julia,
Pooh.
at some point. Brian, tell your story.
I was just gonna say, let's be honest. A lot of boys in the '90s and early 2000s, I would say, one of the awakenings. What?
One of the awakenings?
I don't know a better way to put this. Okay, but Lola Bunny from Space Jam. Back before kids knew what furries were and that it was bad. Let's be honest. How many boys did you know growing up? How many friends did you have that would be like, "Oh, Lola Bunny is cool," or something along those lines? I'm trying to think of what a kid would say and not be like, Lola Bunny's hot or something, because that's not exactly how a kid would talk about it. So you saying that about Conker's Bad Fur Day, don't feel bad.
I think, Julia, you would get blown away hearing about what is in this game. But I will save that for a surprise. I will save that for a day that we will hook it up to the TV and I will show you everything about my childhood in this game.
Alright, here's another racing game. This one is
Cruisin'
Exotica, Cruisin'
Cruisin'
USA,
USA,
and
Cruisin'
Cruisin' World. I think it's
I remember
Cruisin'
Cruisin' USA.
World. Cruisin' World, I think, is also is a arcade game at like Main Event, Dave and
They all
Buster.
are.
I don't know.
Cruisin' USA is I've played at a round one.
Yeah, and so I would say
Um,
World and USA I know of. I think actually, I wonder if it's all of them combined is the arcade game.
there's probably a modern version of that. I would just say put all of them in like good.
Yeah, because when it comes to racing games, they're actually not bad. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
say good for all of
Put them
them.
at the bottom of good.
All right, next we have
Cyber Tiger.
Cyber
about Tiger Woods.
Tiger.
Uh,
I don't know
not
this one.
interested. I always hated it because I hated his big fat bobblehead look. on
Yeah,
that cover.
when I first saw it, I'll be honest, I thought this part, his shirt, I thought it was a beard. I'm like, they're showing a black leprechaun right here.
A
What the
black
fuck?
leprechaun. Okay. AI Katana. No memory of this game.
Daikatana.
Oh, is it Dai? I can only
Yeah.
see AI. My bad.
Yeah, Daikatana.
I would say never played, but interested.
Okay.
But that's up to you.
Yeah.
What is this one? Dark Rift.
Dark Rift, indeed.
It looks scary.
You know what? Let's search real quick to see if it was like maybe an M-rated game or something that we may or may not have been able to find.
Possible.
Oh, there we go. Dark Rift. It has not been rated. It was rated teen. No reviews whatsoever on Metacritic.
I would just say
It was a 2-player game.
Maybe put it in the
Simultaneous.
interested category. I know we're putting a lot in there already, but
In all honesty, actually, we haven't really done a whole lot.
It's
We've only
mostly
done one
not.
line. It's not interested, and then we've done a few up here. Deadly
Deadly
Arts. It's probably a basic
looks like a
fighting,
fighting
game.
game?
Yeah.
it almost looks like it's in the same style as King of Fighters, where Terry Bogard comes from. I
Let's see.
don't know it. I guess I would put it in the interested category for me, but I don't know how you feel about it, so. Ooh, I see 2 games down below that make me viscerally angry. They make me want to jump out my window.
Deadly Arts N64.
That little red fucker's giving me those Google eyes, and I'm gonna punch him in his goddamn face.
It
Getting
is
Brian's
part
video
of
demonetized.
Gasp Fighters Next Stream.
Do not know what that is. I've never
It
heard of
is
that.
a Konami game released in 1998.
Okay. Konami.
So that's its
They have a
that's
good
its
track record.
so that's its
In the
Japanese name. The North American versions are known as Deadly Arts.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. I'd say interested.
Okay, yeah. Konami is pretty good about their games. Destruction Derby 64, I think, is this next one.
This looks like it's going for. I don't think I ever played this. Maybe I have, but
Yeah,
it gives me the vibes that it looks like it's going for a Twisted Metal ripoff.
Before Twisted Metal, I think. Because Twisted Metal came
really?
out. When did Twisted Metal come out?
I
When
think it
did
came out in
this-
1999 or 2000 on the PlayStation 1. It was a PlayStation 1 game. Twisted Metal and Twisted Metal 2 were both originally PS1 games.
1995. Okay, and then
Five?
this, yeah,
Wow.
this is this.
Okay.
I think really it's based off of destruction derbies that you would find in like the Midwest.
Oh yeah.
Probably is what they're going for. This was also released in 1995. This one was October 20th,
Okay.
and then Twisted Metal was November 5th.
So I can't really say it's a copy.
It came out
Um,
literally like 10 days before Twisted Metal?
I've never played it, but I don't know. Not interested.
Yeah, I think if it's just a basic ass version of a what's it called, destruction game, then it's not very interesting. All right, this is
Diddy
either
Kong
great
Racing,
or legendary. Okay.
This is legendary. This game is fantastic. I love this game. And Conker's in it before Conker was naughty.
Yeah.
And said cuss words and drank beer. He was cute and he said, "Hi, I'm Conker."
I don't know actually.
Fuck.
I'm trying to think.
Put it above Banjo-Kazooie. You know, that's fine.
Okay.
Actually,
really, what's getting to me is Conker's Bad Fur Day or Diddy Kong.
For me, Diddy Kong goes below Conker just because I have more personal good memories with Conker, but they're both good games.
Yeah. All right, this is one of the first Disney games.
I like this game actually. Donald Duck's Gone Quackin' or Going Quackers.
Going Quackers, yes.
I actually like this game. I would just put it in good.
Okay, and this one is not one that I got to play.
I remember playing it when I would go to McDonald's. They would have it at the kiosk, and it wasn't bad. It was actually a pretty good platformer.
Yeah, apparently a lot of the Disney platformers that weren't like fully based on a movie were actually fairly decent.
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough.
For some reason were. Same with like up until the Wii era, I'd say. Like up until like Epic Mickey.
I'll be honest, I loved Epic Mickey. I have not played Epic Mickey
up until after Epic Mickey. Like everything current is probably bad except that new one that just came out, the Dream Illusion or whatever, Illusion World. Anyways,
I
Donkey
need
Kong
to try it.
64.
This one I didn't get to play. But I played after the fact.
It is a collectathon. And it is one of those games where you have to complete by collecting literally everything in the game.
Yeah.
I'd say put it at the very, very top of great.
At the very top? Okay.
For the fact that it is such a long haul of a game, makes it
also that needs to be below Bomberman.
Not legendary.
Doom 64. I do remember
I like this game. I know a lot of people don't.
Yeah. I don't really remember my thoughts on whether or not it was good. I enjoyed it. I don't remember if the gameplay was clunky or anything, but it was an N64 game, so I would have to imagine an N64 game shooter probably a bit clunky.
It was the first time Doom tried to go out of that, like, you know how Doom was usually just like a frame by frame?
Yeah.
It was the first time Doom actually was like you could move your camera around. I remember it being good. I would actually just put it in meh, being honest. But
then I'll put it top of meh.
That's fair. I mean, it's kind of the funny thing about that game is it's like I consider it to be like the Star Wars prequels of Doom. Like it was so hated and now people defend it.
True. I have seen a bit of both for that.
Yeah.
Dr. Mario 64. I didn't play the 64 version, I think.
64 is really good. It's just the same as any Dr. Mario game.
So
I would put it in I know you said you never played it. So I guess
well, I'm not sure if I played the 64 version.
I would put it in great, but
all right, we'll put it towards the bottom because
you've never played it.
I just don't know. I don't know if I've played it because there's a lot of games that I would play at like I keep saying
daycare?
Not really daycare, but like after school care pretty much. So sort of like
an after school program.
Yeah, after school program where it's like at the kind
of like a youth center.
Youth center. That's what I'm thinking of. Youth center. Yeah. So I would play a lot of random games at the youth center, and I might have only played it one time. So I didn't get a full grasp of it and not a lot of memories. And then I would play at friends' houses occasionally. So it's just like there's a lot of games I've played and just I've forgotten them. This one was Dual Heroes. I have no
Looks
clue
like
what
Power
this is.
Ranger ripoffs.
Probably.
I, for me, just based on the look, probably interested or not. It does.
I think
I don't care.
bottom of that. Duck Dodgers starring Daffy Duck.
So the Looney Tunes games are similar to the Disney ones. I think it's probably. I remember I played it once, but I think I played the PlayStation version. So I would just put it, under Donald Duck.
Yeah, and that's another thing is I know that there's some games here that are more well known on other systems. Do we judge it based off of the N64 version or just the game itself? Like, for
we'll
example,
judge it on the N64 version, but if we have a recollection,
is somewhere around here.
I have an opinion on a game later that was on the PlayStation, but my first experience with it was on the N64, and there's actually a fun little trivia fact I have for it on the N64. So, we'll get to it.
Duke Nukem. We got 0 Hour
awful.
and 64.
Awful. Awful.
I never played a single Duke Nukem game.
The only good thing about those games is the audio. It's just really shitty 2000s humor.
Earthworm Jim 3D. 3D.
I owned this game as a kid. I played it, beat it, and then I sold it to a pawn shop for another game. I liked it.
I've only played one of the side-scroller ones.
The originals?
Yeah. And I like the originals. It seemed like fun.
It's literally the same thing. It's just the graphics are like 3D style.
Yeah. So, I would say good.
Yeah.
Alright, this is a wrestling game that I did not play. Where are we?
Okay, so I don't know how many WWE
Hardcore Revolution. This is like the other.
I don't know how many wrestling games or WWE games are on here. I have a recollection
Most
of one,
of them are right
and I
here.
only liked it. Okay.
There's 4
I only
actual.
liked one of them because it was funny because you could just jump in the ring and just have stupid fun beating the shit out of people, and also one of them let you play as the wrestler in the 90s called Rikishi, who I do know
Rikishi. Yeah,
you know Rikishi. Okay.
I own and I played recently WrestleMania 2000 in No Mercy, and Rikishi is on No Mercy.
I love Rikishi. He just rubs his butt in people's faces.
Yeah. That's No Mercy.
And that was a move.
It is. That's a move that you can also add to create your own. I have fond memories of those games. Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
I played those a lot with my dad. They were a great way to bond with him. But this wrestling game, I don't know, and I don't really care.
I think I remember seeing the cover. I don't care either.
All right, these two. I'm just going to put them. I guess not interested. Technically, I have played this one.
I'm putting them in awful. I'm putting them in awful.
You have played. You've played them.
I've played them.
Oh, okay.
That same poverty kid that lived next door to me owned both of these, and he played them, and he passed the controller over to me, and I thought he was the biggest fucking child in the world, and I was like, "Where's the Conquer? Where's the Pokemon Stadium? Where's the Mario 64?" And it.
So I own this one right here. I own the numbers.
I'm not judging the kid because he was in poverty. I was judging him because he's playing Sesame Street.
Letter adventure and number.
I owned this game on PC. I owned it for PC and played it all the time as a baby boy.
Yeah,
not as like a 7-year-old who wants to jump around and shoot things.
The Jumpstart games a lot on the PC.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I own the Number Journey one, and that's because like I think 3 months before Mina was born, I found it in a pawn shop or an antique store, one of the two, for like $5. I was like, that would be such a fun way and a great way to both introduce gaming to my daughter.
Well, now you're okay. Now you're making me feel guilty because I would do the same thing for Levi.
Yeah, and it was like I could teach her numbers, and it would be the start of getting her into video games. Yeah, Taylor, I also grew up with crackhead parents too. I meant to say
Crackhead parent kids. No, and you know what? I lived in a lower class neighborhood, and there were ragamuffin kids in my neighborhood, Matt included. No, but no. In reality, like, not bagging on people for what they grew up in or how they grew up, but I did grow up in, like, I don't want to say trailer trash, but the neighborhood I lived in, there were occasionally kids that would move in or be in that neighborhood that were like trailer trash styled kids.
Yeah.
And
I lived on bases. So I had military kids as friends.
Military brat.
Yep.
So,
Excitebike 64. I've only played like the NES one or whatever it is.
Same. It's not as good as OG Excitebike. I would just put it in meh.
I liked the Excitebike in Mario Kart.
The level, yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah. All right, this is Extreme G and Extreme G XG2. I don't know which one. This one it's supposed to be like this.
I've played Extreme G, but there's a game for the N64 that I'm trying to look for, and I don't remember the name. I'll remember it by the picture. I always got these two games mixed up, and Extreme G let me down when I went to play it one time, and it wasn't the game that I liked.
Okay.
For some reason, I can't remember what it is.
I don't know of these two.
They're basically Tron.
It's another racing game that I'm just going to be saying that.
They're basically Tron.
You know what?
It's like
I'll say
cyber racing bikes.
Unless you remember, unless you want a different rating.
No, that's
you've
that's
played
a fair
it
rating.
Technically.
I played it, but I remember just being let down, being not the game I wanted.
All right, pole position 64 in World Grand Prix F1.
Any pole position at all. No, you know what? Story time with Taylor. I have World Grand Prix, the second one over.
Yeah, this one.
And I played it a lot as a kid, and it's another one of those games that my mom got me just trying to be a good mom and get me a video game, thinking I would enjoy it, and I was a spoiled little asshole and went, this isn't Mario. This is fucking stupid. I don't want to play this dumb game. I still own this game. It's still in my collection. And I would play it often and then get really pissed off because other racers would crash into me and my tire would roll off. I'm just going to say bad. But to my mom, who will never watch this video because she doesn't even know how to use a flip phone, I love you. And thank you for doing your best and getting me a game that I was a spoiled little brat about.
F-Zero X. I never owned this one, but I did play it, and I only remember really the races, and to me it was a racing game.
X is good, but it's not as good as OG F-Zero on the Super Nintendo or the GameCube one. It's kind of one of those meh games, or I would just say good, but it's not that great.
I think top of meh.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. All right, FIFA.
I'm gonna say awful.
All right.
Yeah, or that. Fuck FIFA. Fuck that. Yeah, get that fucking blonde-headed bitch out of here. Fuck them.
All right.
They're below Elmo. Man, I still feel bad about Elmo. Yeah, because that would be a fantastic way to get my son to play this.
I'll be honest. The gameplay is terrible.
It's just a children's learning game. And
Exactly.
I'm sitting here
it's
like,
an
fuck
EC.
Elmo, I hope he goes to hell.
It's an EC game. Early childhood game. So, like, come on. There we go.
Yeah,
There we go. These two are Fighters Destiny 1, 2, and 64.
Jesus Christ.
No, wait. That's Fighting Force 64. Sorry. I'm reading that wrong. Fighters Destiny and Fighters Destiny 2. So, The question is this a fighting game or is it like this side-scrolling like fight punching games like the Turtles?
I think they're like 3D ring games. I don't think they're
Okay, so they're like fighting, like wrestling almost.
It looks like Flying Dragon is that as well. But I don't have any recollection of these games. I would say like maybe the Destiny 2 one put it in interested. I'm looking at all these other ones.
Wait, which one's this one's Destiny 2.
And I would just say not interested.
All right, so Fighting Force 64 and Flying Dragon.
Not interested.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Next is Forsaken 64.
Has a really realistic woman on the.
Indeed.
It looks like a Evanescence album cover.
I don't remember this one.
Or Disturbed album cover, and it looks very edgy. It looks like it came out in 2001 and if
1998.
Fuck.
And she has a tattoo on her face, on her cheek, that is a heart being stabbed through and has barbed wire wrapped over it with a thing that says Forsaken on it. It's 6.9, 75. Let's see. Latest review was in January 25th, 2023.
Oh, this looks kind of creepy.
Although like, sharing the same mechanics as the PlayStation version, which I think is how I know it.
Okay.
Is Forsaken, the PlayStation. Arcade-style deathmatch shoot 'em up that has the Descent-alike exploration of the original. Ooh. I've not played it, I think. I don't think I played the PlayStation version, but I am interested in it.
I would say put it in interested.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I think someone's trying to break into a car in my park.
Okay.
Oh, they're just looking around.
I think I can speak for both of us. College football is down here.
Wait, what's that Gauntlet game?
I don't know. Gauntlet Legends.
Gauntlet Legends.
I did skip one though. Fox Sports College Hoops 99. I put that in down here.
So I know the Gauntlet game that both Julia and I have a somewhat recollection of, more her, but this is not the Gauntlet game that I know of.
I don't know it either.
So do you know Diablo?
I do know of it.
It's basically like Diablo,
okay,
but old school.
Let's see how it's rated, and then I'll see whether or not I'm interested in it.
Gauntlet.
That's the Gauntlet game.
That's not the one.
It is, but it isn't. It's like the same thing, but the one that I've been
apparently
wanting.
This one was also on the Dreamcast.
The one you like that was on the GameCube and the PlayStation 2 is
Dark Legacy.
Dark Legacy.
This is
Gauntlet Legends is before that game.
This is the N64 Dreamcast / PlayStation 1 version. Only the Dreamcast version has been rated, and it's a 59, based off of 6
literally the
critic
same
reviews.
game.
It
It
really?
looks like the exact same game.
Well,
it's just
they're all like early on too. I mean, I remember you and I sat and played that arcade version, and it was.
Let's see. Coin ops need to be easily approachable and need to produce an immediate satisfaction, while home games need to have a lengthy play life with a long-term sense of growth and development. Legends manages to be a good but not great example of both of these styles of gameplay. So it's sort of like a coin op and a home game. So
I'd say interested. I've never played it, but interested.
Alright, Gex.
So, I only know the first Gex. That other one I don't know. I think I tried to play it once and I was disappointed that it wasn't
Gex
the first
64 Enter the Gecko, and then Gex 3 Deep Cover Gecko.
Enter the Gecko is a good game, but it is very weird, and I don't think it holds up modern day.
I've seen gameplay of it. I've heard good people being nostalgic for it, but it was not one I ever played. So
For me, I
I
would
would
just put it in good, but if you have never played, that's fine.
Yeah, it's never played, but I'm interested in it. But it looked good, so I'll put it at the bottom. I don't know anything about Gex 3.
The other one, I don't know Gex 3 either. Yeah.
So we'll play interested just because of the other one. Okay, this one I sort of know.
Glover?
Glover. I've
I know
heard
this game as
bad things, if I
It
remember
is
correctly.
not good. It's kind of hard as well. It's an unforgiving game.
Yeah.
It is the Dark Souls of gloves.
Nice. We're getting close to some bangers.
Koemon.
Goemon's Great Adventure. I have no clue.
I played it and I don't think I liked it, but I would say
Toaster loves Glover. Apparently.
meh. You love Glover? Well, if the glove glove fits, then wear it.
You know what? For that, we'll put it at the top.
Yeah,
If you
know
like
what?
it, we'll put it meh. Because someone said they love it. We'll
Yeah,
we'll
that's
bump it
fair.
up one.
Toaster, you spoke up. You get forgiven for that.
Golden Nugget
I
64.
dropped
Not
Gold
to
Nugget
be
earlier.
not to be confused with Golden Eye 64.
Basically the same game, if you're asking me.
Golden Nugget looks like it's a poker game. So
Not interested.
yeah. GoldenEye 007.
Legendary.
Yes. I'm gonna put it
Also
under
just
Banjo.
still love that his cover of the cover and his face and how he's holding the gun looks like his mouth, and he has a very like wide
Long,
cheek.
yeah.
It's still not a good look.
it's a artistic choice.
Yeah, it is.
GT 64 Championship Edition.
Yeah, not interested.
Yeah, no, it's another racing. Harvest Moon 64. I never got into Harvest Moon. Same with the other one. The
I
other
guess it's hard to
series.
say.
Animal Crossing, that's the one.
I guess it's hard to say because, okay, Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon have like very different approaches, but they're similar. Early Harvest Moon, if you played them back in the day, I feel like it holds up. But since you've never played it, it's hard for me to say. I think it's good.
Then I'll put it bottom of good.
Okay.
Hercules: The Legendary Adventure or Journeys. I mean, I haven't played this one.
The movie or
The show from the '90s with Kevin Sorbo. I love the show.
I'm gonna say not.
Have not
interested.
played the game. I'm interested in it because I love the show.
Okay, that's fair.
Hexen. This sounds
this game
cool.
looked scary to me as a kid.
Sounds cool. I'm just gonna put it in interested. Hey, you Pikachu! I loved this. As a small kid, this was great.
I agree. It was a fantastic approach to Pokemon and a game. I am personally gonna say good.
Good. I mean, yeah. It had its problems.
If you want, put it at the very bottom of great. Actually, put it in the middle of great.
All right. Yeah. Well, I had a lot of fun with it. I remember as a kid even saying like Sony into it, and then Pikachu would get upset. Just being able to talk to Pikachu and play as like a 6-year-old was
cool
great.
concept.
It was great. Like there was nothing like it. Hot Wheels Racing.
I think I played it. I'd just say man.
I feel like it's something that I played once or twice and didn't care too much. Hybrid Heaven. I have no clue what this one is.
Me either. It looks boring. I would say not interested.
Yeah. Next one is Hydro Thunder. It looks like it's a boating
boating game.
game, and I'm gonna say not interested.
Not interested.
This looks
Fuck
creepy.
Fuck this game. No.
Iggy's Rockin'
awful.
Balls.
Awful.
Awful or worst ever?
Just put awful.
All right. This game isn't on the list.
Bass Hunter?
Yeah. Bass Hunter 64. Wait, what?
And then just
It must have. Yeah, it wasn't on the list. But
put
it's
not
fishing.
interested, I guess.
All right, this is a Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. I do know of it. I never played it, but I've heard bad.
Not interested. Never played it.
I'm not.
Indie Racing 2000. Not interested.
Which kind is this?
International Superstar
This is Saul
Soccer
Soccer.
2000. Not interested in any of them.
Soccer, track and field, and now Jeopardy.
You know what, Jeopardy? Jeopardy can go in good.
Jeopardy is
Just
just
played it
it's just good. I don't think it's possible for a game show like that to be a bad game.
Oh yeah, they're always good. Like
Like-
Monopoly, Jeopardy.
Especially Jeopardy, because it's asking you trivia questions. It's a good, fun game to play with like family and friends every now and then. I feel like.
Yeah. Acclaim Sports. Not interested.
Yeah. All right.
Gemini or Jetpack or Jet Force Gemini. This game is made by Rare, I believe, right?
Looks like it might be.
I think it's made by Rare. I played it and I liked it.
Gemini.
It actually has a pretty decent following, if I still remember right, as well.
Gemini. It is.
I
an
might be wrong
80.
about that.
It was released in 1999. Yeah, Jet Force Gemini, rated teen, rare, Dolby Surround, epic game, thrilling shoot 'em up action.
Oh yeah. That's okay.
It
Put
does look familiar.
For me, if what I remember of it being good, I would just put it in good, but it also might just be one of those never played but interested.
Yeah, I think I remember playing it slightly
Yeah.
with probably a friend. All right. Next is I think a baseball game.
Not interested.
Ken Griffey's Jr. Slugfest.
That's putting me to sleep.
Yep. Killer Instinct Gold.
That's actually a good game.
Yes, I do. I remember Killer Instinct, and I did like it. Kirby.
Legendary. Kirby and the Crystal Shards, legendary.
Yeah, this
It is the
is
only
is
Kirby
this
game
oh yeah, it is.
to date
It's just
that
titled
lets
Kirby
you mix
64.
powers, and they have an impact on what you mix. So you could put like fire and ice, and you get like a water power, or you get like fire and needle, and you get a flaming needle. It's fucking cool.
All right, next is Knife Edge. I have no clue.
That's pretty edgy, bro. Nose Gunner. Not interested. It looks like a pilot game.
Yeah.
Knockout Kings. Not interested.
NBA.
Not interested.
All right, so
Lego
here,
Racers.
I've played both on PC and N64. Loved it.
Yeah,
I think it's
I'd say
great.
I'd say great. Yeah, I agree. I remember liking this game when I was younger.
We'll do
Whatever.
better.
What do you feel like? You have probably a better recollection of that over Donkey Kong. than
Yeah,
I
I
do.
still play it occasionally. Where are we at? We are.
What is this?
Wait, where the fuck is Legend of Zelda?
Well, it's a legend. You have to find out.
No, but oh wait, are they titling it by Zelda or the?
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing it by the.
The
My listing does by legend, so it's supposed to be next. and that's why I was confused.
Oh.
Load Runner 3D is this one though.
Not interested.
Yeah. And then if this is Mace the Dark Age. Probably like a medieval style beat 'em up or something like that.
I will tell you the next like 5 games 100% can go suck my dirty asshole. I'm not
I
interested.
remember 99. Dad had that one, but I didn't really care for it.
I think, Madden Football 64 sitting in my collection, and yeah.
So,
R.I.P.
where
John Madden.
were FIFA games? The two that we have.
Awful. Yeah.
Yeah, the two that we have are going in awful because
Those are those games you find at pawn shops for like $1.
Yes, Tetris, but with Nintendo.
There's a
with
Disney Tetris?
Apparently, where is this on my list? Magical Tetris Challenge is what it's called.
I have no recollection of this, but I'm interested.
I am as well because it's Tetris. It's bound to be just
And
Tetris.
Disney.
Okay, don't give a fuck about that. Mario Golf.
This game's actually really good.
Yeah.
It's the first game that introduced Waluigi and Daisy. Well, not Daisy, but Daisy in 3D. Daisy's first game was Mario Land 2. But,
Oh shit, where did I put it? Oh fuck.
ooh, Mario Kart 64, legendary.
There we go. Yeah, yes.
Jesus Christ, dude, you're giving me a seizure.
Sorry. Mario Party 1, 2, and 3.
So,
I know of
1,
3. I don't, and I've played
Okay.
a little bit of 2. I don't remember if I played 1, but I
Quick
have
rundown.
played games
2
from them.
2 is probably one of the greatest Mario parties of all time. It is still has some of the best mini games, and that is why Super Mario Party on the Switch, a lot of the games come from that. It had like really unique levels. I'd say legendary. For 2.
Legendary. Okay.
That's my opinion. But since you have no
No,
recollection, if you
well,
wanna put
I
it-
know of all of the mini games, and I know I played
Okay.
a little bit of the original. I just don't
would say-
fully remember it as much as say like the one on the Wii or
So
the
basically, Mario
GameCube.
Party 1 is the exact same game as Mario Party 2, but Mario Party 2 they changed up a lot and like
So
gave
I
it
would
the
say like,
costumes and gave it the
great.
themed levels and stuff. Yeah, so I'd say like great or good on that one, but Mario Party 3 can go in great as well.
Okay.
But Mario Party 2 is legendary.
Yeah, I put it up there.
Yeah.
Mario Tennis. I didn't play Mario Tennis.
I played a lot of it. I'd say
I was
great.
never really interested in it because it was tennis.
You
That
got superpowers.
eh,
You got to be Mario.
it was
and go,
tennis.
"Wahoo!"
Mega Man 64. I never played the 64
So
version.
this is Mega Man Legends, a very, very, very touchy game in the Mega Man community. It's talked about a lot. So this game is less
Just
significant than the PlayStation version.
Mhm.
It's good,
Okay.
but people don't like it because it is weaker. I like it. I would just say good.
Good.
I'd put it next to the Beetle game.
The Beetle game?
The Beetle Adventure Racing.
Okay. Mickey's Speedway USA.
I'd say good.
Yeah, it
I
was
played
decent.
at McDonald's.
Yeah.
McDonald's kiosk.
Yeah, that's how I remember it the most. I got rid of the soccer game because fuck that. Micro Machines.
Micro Machine 64 Turbo. Not interested. It looks like toy car.
Yeah, it's just a racing. All right, this one is Midway's Greatest Hits Volume 1. So this is a collection of different board games.
I mean, I've never played it per se, but I've probably played the games that come from it. I would just say meh. I don't know. Or interested.
Oh, yeah, I put down. I would say interested just because of what it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
Strike Zone.
Not
some sort.
interested. It's football.
Yeah, I'm making sure I know Mike Piazza's Strike Zone.
Milo's
Milo's.
Astro Lanes.
It is a alien bowling game. I think I
Put it
remember
in
this.
interested. I don't remember it, but
I remember at least hearing about it, but I don't remember
remember
if
the
I
cover.
played it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Mischief Makers. This
Mischief.
game is good.
Good. Okay.
It is kind of hard to play modernly, though. It is very ugly.
Yeah, it does seem like that. Mission Impossible.
Awful. That game is actually 100% terrible. That game fucking sucks.
Oh, hey, go there.
I would also I'd put it in worst ever.
I did.
Okay, good.
All right. Mission Impossible Grand Prix, Monaco Grand Prix, and then Monopoly.
Not interested.
So-
Monopoly can go in good.
Yeah, it's a Monopoly game. They're good. They're good. Monster Truck. I think we can agree.
Yep, not interested.
Which Mortal
Mortal
Kombats do we have?
Kombat.
We have
I'll be honest, I didn't know
Mythology,
that there were this many
Sub-Zero,
Kombat's.
Mortal Kombat 4, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, and that.
I knew the trilogy was on there. I didn't know there was a Sub-Zero based game, and then
And then
the
this one's 4.
um
So I don't know about the Sub-Zero one. I was never
Trilogy-
much of a Mortal Kombat kid.
I was on and off with it always, but trilogy I would say can go in good
Yeah.
because it's like the 3 classics. Sub-Zero for me personally interested, but
I would say yeah. It would be it would be fun to just look at it to
Anthology,
experience. This one this one's 4.
yeah.
Mortal Kombat 4. Are we saying good, meh?
I'd say meh.
Mrs. Pac-Man.
I have no recollection of this game at
Maze
all.
Madness. So this is a 3D one, probably of some sort, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have
it.
no recollection of this. I vaguely remember the cover, but that's about it. So I would say interested, but never
yeah.
played.
Is this MRC Multi Racing Championship? I think so. Yeah, MRC. This
I have no
is,
idea what that is.
a racing game of some sort.
Okay, not interested. Mystical Ninja.
Starring Goman.
I remember it
I know
being
the
meh.
cover. I don't
Yeah.
remember the game.
I remember it being very meh. Played
Okay.
it.
Skiing game.
Yeah.
This one I didn't play on the N64, but I did play on the
I have it.
PlayStation.
It was one of my I will honestly say, minus like some their games, probably one of my played N64 games of all time.
It
I would
was my
say great.
one of my most played PlayStation games.
Oh, so we can probably agree it's good, huh?
Yeah, I would say
Like, it
it's,
has
it's-
everything on
Yeah,
it.
it's great.
Dig
It
Dug,
was-
Pac-Man,
it was
Mrs.
fun.
Pac-Man, Galaga. It's all of it, so yeah.
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 Okay. I don't know if I played 99, but Dad did own 2000, and it was a NASCAR game.
Yeah, I had NASCAR games on the PS1, and I remember
Yeah, and
just
that's
kind
the
of
thing is I don't
liking them,
remember
and
if it was PlayStation or if it was N64, but I
yeah,
know.
but
it
I'm
was
not really
this game.
interested modernly. Like I wouldn't go
Yeah,
and play them.
I wouldn't
but-
either. I can't remember if we owned both of them or not, but I would put them both at meh. They're racing games.
okay.
We
Yeah.
played them. NBA something.
Not
Courtside
interested.
1 and 2.
Not interested. Hang Time, In the Zone 98. None of these. This is literally like it's this entire line. Not interested.
Yeah, up
Oh
until
my god,
NFL
it's like the next
Blitz.
2 lines. Holy shit.
NFL Blitz, I will say at least a little something.
Okay.
This one, not this one. I don't remember this one. I do remember NFL Blitz. That one was like the football version of or was it this one? No, it was this one. So keep going. It had like power ups if I remember correctly. There was cheats where you could do big head. It was sort of like the basketball one that everyone talks about, the old basketball game that you could do like big head, or you could play as
Oh yeah, yeah.
what's his face, the political dude from way back when. I think he was a president.
Was it George Clinton?
No, yeah, Clinton, but not
Bill
George.
Clinton? Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton. Yeah, so I think if I remember correctly, Blitz was like the NFL version of that, and I played that, and I thought it was fun. I don't know if I would say it was good, but it was
Or
fun.
if it holds up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put it at meh, just because it's mostly because of the memories that I'm putting it where it is. But all right. We don't give a fuck about sports.
Otherwise,
We don't
yeah,
give a fuck
if you
about
want,
sports.
Up until that nightmare game,
Don't
all of
give a
this can
fuck
go to
about
not
sports.
fucking interested.
Nightmare creatures. I have to scroll down quite a bit. All
That
right,
looks a little scary. A little creepy.
I think that one would be an interested.
I'd say interested.
And then we have
Strike 64.
nuclear. Yeah.
Oh, nuclear. Sorry, again, I can only see like half
Yeah. I don't know why
I have
it
to- I
cut
have
it
to
off,
pretend I know.
but nuclear strike. It's a helicopter game. It's probably
Not
a war
interested.
game.
Off-road
Off-road racing of
challenge?
some sort. Off-road
Not
challenge.
interested.
And then next is Ogre Battles 64. Not played it, not heard of it, but it looks somewhat interesting.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Hockey, nope. Paper
Nope.
Mario.
Legendary.
Yep, I'm going. I
That
just
and
put it
Thousand Year Door
randomly.
is some of the greatest games of all time. I
Yeah.
So.
Paperboy.
Yeah, that's... I remember OG Paperboy, and I think I went to play this thinking it was going to be the same, and I got let down. I would just say meh, but
Yeah, I remember it somewhat, and I never fully cared about it.
yeah.
Penny Racers, another Racers. Perfect Dark. I don't know if I would say legendary, but I do remember liking Perfect
it is
Dark.
very similar to GoldenEye. I
Yeah.
remember liking it as well. I would just say great, yeah.
All right, European Tour.
Fuck that.
This I played on
Pilot Wing 64.
PC.
Pilot
So I don't
Wings
know
is
if it
actually
was the
pretty good.
64 version that I played, but I did play Pilot Wings with one of those old joystick PC controller things.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Pilot
So,
Wing 64 is actually pretty good.
yeah, I remember having fun with it. So I'll put it bottom of good.
Yeah.
I didn't play Puzzle League.
It's based around the anime, and it has voice acting from the anime, music from the anime. I say great. I have a very, very fond memory of this game.
Yeah, it's definitely one that I would love to own and play. I just never got the chance.
It's
Snap.
on the N64 app. Snap is legendary.
Yep, I'm putting it with Stadium.
Wow, you're holding it that high.
You know, actually, just below Conquer.
Okay. I'll
Stadium 1. Oh fuck.
So Stadium 1, it's almost legendary, but I think it's just top tier great. I don't think it's not as good as 2.
It doesn't have as good of mini games, which is really what I think we're rating Stadium on, is the mini games.
The mini games and like the roster of Pokemon. Like 2 just has more going for it, man.
Yeah, it has all the Soul Silver stuff
Still
and all
a great
that.
game, but
This is a snowmobile racing game. Don't give a fuck.
Nope.
Power Rangers Rescue. I know I've played it. I don't
same,
remember.
But I don't think I liked it, so I'm gonna say bad.
I think I'll go meh, just because it's not memorable.
Power Rangers are cool, but
Yeah, it's not memorable, so I don't know if I would say it was bad. Quake. All right, so I played a lot of the Quake games. I don't know.
Quake is like Doom, isn't it?
Sort of. It is very similar to Doom. It's extremely similar, in fact. But I've played a lot of Quake. But I don't know if I played the Quake 64. I don't know if it's different from the others. but I have not played a Quake game that I did not like. I do know that there is at least one though that's out there that isn't good. I wonder if it's Quake 64.
Could be. It probably is not. There's also Quake 2
Yeah,
right next to it.
Quake 2 is an 89.
Oh, so apparently people like it.
Yeah, so it's not Quake 2 that's bad. Quake 4 is 81. Quake Wars is 84. Quake is a 94. It looks like Quake 64 is Quake. Yeah, Quake. Oh, on the 64, it's only a 74. So it's not as good on the 64.
I'm gonna leave
And
these two up to you.
I played
ultimately.
most of them on the PC, so I don't know quite the N64 version. So I'm gonna put them at good. Ah, for fuck's sake, stop doing that. I'm gonna put them in good just because I know the PC version. But yeah, Quake was my Doom
Okay.
and
Okay.
slash Wolfenstein. I played that more than I played Doom.
Quest 64. Now, a lot of people feel very strongly about this game, including
I
our
don't
friend
know.
James.
I don't know this one.
It's basically trying to be Ocarina of Time / slightly RPG elements. I remember it being great, but I will personally say good, or if you want to keep it in the interested but never played,
Good, and
whatever
I'll
you
just
want.
be like, okay, that's one that I want to try out. We're gonna put it down here. Next is
Oh,
a
my
racing
camera
game.
disappeared. Hello?
Hello. Oh, it might have been, if I remember correctly, it's only for like 30 minutes.
Oh, what if I hit refresh?
I just had to show on stream. Oh, what happened to it? It was showing for a second. Show on stream. There we go. You're back.
Okay.
Rampage 1, I remember. I liked. I don't know if I played Rampage 2.
I think I've played the one with the purple cover.
That would be Rampage 2.
Yeah,
I
Rampage
played
2.
Rampage 1 and I remember it being good.
Yeah, I
It,
remember
it was good fun.
Rampage 2 at least. I remember it being good.
So I'll put both of
so-
them in good.
Yeah, just put them next to each other. What is this?
I don't think it's
Ant
Rayman.
Attack?
Rat Attack.
Rat Attack?
I don't.
Never played, but interested. You know, you got me captured with Rat Attack. You know.
All right,
Fuck
and then
every
we got
sport game,
Rayman
but
2.
Rat Attack. Rayman 2.
Universal
I played
Tour. No, not Universal. That's a different one. The Great Escape.
I played it, and I will say good, but not great.
I don't know if I played Rayman 2. I've played a couple different Raymans. I just don't remember if it was 2.
Everybody loves
Razor.
Rayman.
This is a scooter game. I didn't know
Similar
that
to
existed.
Tony Hawk, actually.
I did not know it
Blockbuster
existed.
exclusive. A lot of people pirate this game.
I would say interested. If
yeah,
it's
interested. Ow, cat. Jesus Christ.
Evolt? What? Revolt.
Oh, Revolt.
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 It looks like it's a racing game.
You know, I'm gonna go with the meh option, maybe. I don't know. Up to you.
I'll bottom of interested, just because of its name. Ready to Rumble Boxing.
I
1
remember
and
one
round
of
2.
these actually being really funny. I don't know which one. I will just say
Interested?
yeah.
Since we don't know which one. Resident Evil 2. I didn't play it on the N64.
I got my story time here
Yeah.
for a sec. This was my first introduction to the Resident Evil series. I was about 7 years old, and I just became friends with Matt. He had an N64 and I had an N64. and we went over to the library, and I rented this game thinking maybe me and my friend can have a fun time playing this game. We popped it
Yes,
in
a
his
fun time.
N64, and it scared the living fucking shit out of us because the first opening scene, when the zombie pops out of the window down the hallway of RPD, fucking made us shit our pants, and we turned off the N64 and we were like, all right, let's play Mario Kart. But I went home in secret and tried to play it a bunch, and I got really fucking scared, and I had to like turn all the lights on. And yeah, that was my very first introduction to this game. Now, modernly, this game is a masterpiece. The N64 version holds a bit. That was the trivia game I was gonna say. Funny enough, so you know how there's that Mega Man Legends and then Mega Man 64, and how
Yeah.
the Mega Man 64 is less superior.
Mhm.
For whatever reason, Resident Evil 2 on the N64 is superior to the PlayStation 1 version. I don't know why. I think it's because they found a way to cram all of the data into the chip so the game runs a little bit better. But Mega Man is different. So, Resident Evil 2 for me is a great game, but it's up to you.
I'll say great
Whoever you
as
want.
well.
Okay. I hold a very weird thing with that because it was my first introduction to Resident.
Apparently, it was Toaster's first introduction too, but she played it on the PlayStation. All right, a racing game.
That's most people too.
Don't give a fuck.
RR64, no thanks.
Yeah, Ridge Racer. Road Rash 64. I remember Road Rash actually. All right, real quickly, we're gonna go through and find more sports games and just get rid of them. Are we almost out of sports games? No, there's one. Except for these ones. We won't get rid of those ones.
You can edit this part out later. Cats were being dumb.
Not a problem. I was going through seeing if there's any more sports games I could get rid of.
Oh my god, we still have so many.
We do.
But we've made a big chunk.
And we have.
Okay,
Look at this.
What is this? Road Rash 64?
Road Rash. If I remember, fuck, do I remember correctly? I know of it.
It looks familiar.
Oh, that's how I know of it. I played the Game Boy Advance version, Jailbreak. So it's a motorcycle racing.
I don't really have any
might
recollection.
recognize this. Do you recognize this?
Vaguely.
Yeah, this is the one I played. And it was a game to play whenever I needed to take a break from like Pokemon or any other of my Game Boy Advance games that I had. It wasn't big, but it scored decently on Metascore, 78, 5.2 out of 10. But that's that version. This is the 64.
Based on your review of it, you have somewhat of a nostalgia. I'll say interested.
Yeah, I don't know about this one, so I'll put in interested somewhere. Yeah, just randomly. Roadsters, some random racing game. So I don't know this one.
I don't know either, so I'd say not interested.
Yeah, Roadsters, and then Robotron 64 is the next game. If you know that one.
This looks very bad. So I don't think I know it. Robotron 64. It looks bad.
Next is
Rocket
Robot on Wheels.
I don't know what that is.
I'm not interested in it either. All right, Rugrats.
Okay, so this is one of those few games I will
Scavenger
actually
Hunt
say.
and Rugrats in Paris. Technically,
So Rugrats in Paris is one of the few games I will say that's based on a movie that is actually pretty decent. So I would say good.
Okay.
The Scavenger Hunt one I know nothing about, but I'm not interested in it.
I've never played either of them, so I do know the movie at least, the one is based off of, and that one was
It's just
decent.
a platformer. It's like a 3D platformer.
Okay, Rush, a bunch of Rush. They're all racing.
So
We got
if I
San Francisco Rush, Extreme Racing, San Francisco Rush 2, Extreme Racing 2, and San Francisco
it
Rush
kind of just
2049.
gives me like Ridge Racer or Road Racer, whatever
Yeah,
vibes. I don't know. Not interested. I
Yeah.
guess.
And then the next one is
Wow, we have a lot of
Scars.
Looks like another racing game.
And most of them are racing / sports.
Sports. Hey, it's fair. I feel like it's
Which
a fair
Scooby-Doo
rating.
is this one? Classic Creep Keepers. I think I
played
remember
it, and
this
I think-
one. And
yeah, I think I remember it.
all the Scooby-Doo games that I've played have been pretty decent. So I'll put it under good. And it's definitely one that I want to find a copy of eventually.
Okay.
Shadow Man. I don't
yeah.
recognize Shadow Man.
He always scared me.
Did you ever play
Definitely-
it or
I
interested
think I
in
did
it?
once, and I didn't really understand what I was doing with it. So, I will say, just say meh.
Meh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then we got Shadowheart, right? Shadowgate 64 Trials of the Four Towers. Something about this seems familiar.
Same, but I don't really know any. You looking it up?
Yeah.
Shadowgate.
Metacritic has nothing for me. All right, one second.
Trials of the Four Towers. Oh, it looks like a. Oh, maybe not.
Is it a story adventure?
That's what I thought it was. But
First person
yeah.
view as the first game, though this time the static screens of the original were replaced by full 3D roaming, similar to that of first person shooters. So it was at one point like a story game where you would just go slide after slide, but it's not. This one isn't.
I don't hold an idea of it at all. So, for me, not interested. It doesn't seem like something that would capture me, but it's up to you. You can put it in
it doesn't
interested
really
or
seem
not
like
interested.
anything I'd be interested in it either. Snowboard Kids 1 and 2. It looks like just a kiddie version of a snowboard game. So
Snowboard Kids. They're good games.
they are? Okay.
Yes, they're great games. They're incredibly rare as well.
So put them in
They're
good.
fun. I would say good.
Okay.
People probably hold them higher. I only have played them in childhood, so I can only say good from remembering, but
All right.
they are cult classics to
I
people.
remember South Park, but I don't remember the other two.
So
Chef's Love Shack and South Park Rally.
I remember I've played all of these, but the only one that I actually have a full memory of is just straight up South Park.
Because you played that on your channel way
a
long time ago with
A
Zach.
very, very old Let's Play.
Yeah, with Zach. I remember that. That's actually how I know of it. It was because of your Let's Play.
Yeah.
Because South Park wasn't something I was allowed to watch as a kid. So I obviously never played the games.
I'll go out and say I played that game a lot as a kid, but it's not a good game. I would just say meh. South Park Rally, probably good. And
I'm guessing
Chef's
it's a racing game, but South Park.
Yeah, the South Park.
Yeah.
Love Shack, I actually don't really remember. I think I played it and rented it once, and I was like, okay.
So if you don't really remember, then probably bad.
Meh. Bad or meh. Yeah. Just say bad.
Yeah. Not enough in bad. Space Invaders.
Is this
Which
like
version?
a 3D version?
I guess so. It just says it's literally just titled Space Invaders.
I
And
don't
it
know.
doesn't look like it has any other type. If it's a Space Invaders game, I would say decent. So top of meh.
Yeah,
Space Invaders is it's a good, fun arcade game.
I'll agree to that.
Space Station Silicon Valley. I don't know.
I recognize the cover, but I don't remember the game.
I don't
I
know
would just
it.
say interested but never played for me. But if you want to say not interested, you can as well.
Okay, Spider-Man. So this is where people get upset. I played the N64 version and I loved it.
I played both.
Apparently a lot of people think the N64 version is terrible, and they're like, if you don't play it on the PlayStation, then you're trash. And I don't know.
They're virtually the same.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I thought Carnage or Carnage Ock or whatever they called him at the very end, that was a great level, really challenging.
There is a very terrible boss fight with like Venom though that I don't know.
Yeah,
I know
I think it's
Venom.
like the first fight against Venom.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
But it's not the worst.
Yeah.
All in all, I thought this was a great Spider-Man game. It had some great costumes in it.
I don't remember the costumes. I just remember.
Yeah, I remember most of the cheat
It's
codes
more
off
closely
the top of my
related
head.
to the animated series than anything else, I think.
And I think the intro is it's great. It's what's his face introducing it. Why am I forgetting names right now? Creator of Spider-Man.
Stan Lee?
Stan Lee, yeah. Stan Lee is introducing it.
How do you forget that?
Because I'm terrible with names. Star
Wow.
Fox 64.
I'd say great.
Yeah.
Do a barrel roll. What else do you got to say? It's not a very complex game, but Star Fox is pretty good.
What's this one?
Star
Soldier Vanishing Earth. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'll put it under interested just cuz.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rogue
same.
Squadron is a great game.
Yeah, I'd agree to that. Rogue Squadron's good. Shadows of the Empire.
Shadows of the Empire is the shooter one.
It's like 007 almost.
Sort of, yeah. And I really enjoyed it, but it's hard.
Yeah, I own it, and I don't think I like it.
I have issues with it mostly because when I played it, it was very hard for me, but I enjoyed playing it. But I was not patient enough to try to figure it out. Battle of Naboo. I don't remember this one.
I don't remember it either, so I guess you can put it in interested.
Yeah. And then Star Wars Racer.
This next one's a controversy because I feel like we might have differing opinions.
I'm great. I
am meh.
I loved it. I'm sticking on great. Fuck you.
You're sticking on great?
Fuck you. It's great.
Okay.
StarCraft 64. I didn't know they had a 64 version.
I knew that, but I know a lot of people hate it. So I will just say not interested.
Yeah, I think not interested. Starshot Space Circus Fever.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Starshot?
You know those old
Circus Fever?
What is it?
That looks disgusting.
It reminds me of oh fuck, what is it?
Oh my god, there's a woman in a bikini in this game.
There's a certain game series that I can't remember the name of, but it was if I remember correctly, it was supposed to be based off of like Hugh Hefner or something like that.
Leisure Suit Larry?
Yeah, that one. That's what the cover looks like. That dude looks like Leisure Suit Larry.
Who's it made by? and I could tell you if it is similar.
Space Circus Fever. It is by
Info
Atari.
Infro Games, published by Atari.
Mine says developer Atari SA and published by Atari.
The N64 cover has not Atari on it. Neither does the actual cartridge itself.
I don't know. Let's see if I go to Wikipedia.
Infogrames.
Oh, okay, yeah. On Wikipedia it says Infogrames.
It's not by the same people of Leisure Suit Larry. I guess I can maybe see where you're saying that, but
It's far away. When I actually clicked on the thing, I'm realizing what I'm looking at, and no, yeah, it definitely does not look like it.
Okay.
It looks gross.
So this next, I would say, okay, for Starshot, I would just say not interested.
Yeah.
Now this next one. So those motorcycle games I
Stunt
mentioned
Racer?
earlier, this is the game that I wanted to play, that I have played before,
Okay.
that I got those motorcycle games mixed up with. This game was
Okay.
cool because it had a mode in it that let you create your own track, and you could like make your own cars, but you could like race your car up this like giant like what's it called? Like a ramp, and like you could just fly yourself into space, and then you just get points for how high you go. I don't know. Oh shit. Slam my keyboard. The game was good, but I don't know. I actually don't remember if it's like good to this day, but I remember
I put
having fun with it as a
bottom
kid.
of good then.
Okay.
And then I put Super Bowling in not interested.
Yeah.
I think the next two.
Super Mario 64 awful. The camera sucks. No, it's legendary.
Yeah.
That game, shaped the world of games essentially going forward for platformers.
And then Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Super Smash Bros. The introduction to a great fighting game series.
Legendary.
Definitely
I would
legendary.
say put that by Snap and Conquer, and
I just don't know if I would put it above 64.
For me personally, I would say above 64, but that's up to you.
Yeah. It's a good game. Supercross, don't give a fuck. All right, here it is. So
I hate even looking at it. It's got the fucking animated series cover.
Superman 64.
Worst ever.
One of the first superhero
Terrible
games I
fucking
played, and it
Flying
made
through hoops,
me
Superman.
wanted to not play the 64 for the longest time.
It's the reason why we can't have a Superman game. There's no possible way to make a Superman game, because you either make a game where it's about Superman being a bad guy and he breaks people's bodies, or you make a game about Superman flying through the air and all you can do is make him fly through hoops. So
I'm trying to think if there is a way to do it, and there's gotta
Superman
be.
Isn't relevant anymore because of that.
There's gotta be some way to do a good Superman game.
You put him on a planet of monsters and just let him fly around and kill the monsters. I don't know. That game, it's not good.
Yeah, it is awful. It is Tarzan. I don't remember Tarzan.
I remember this, but I don't remember if I liked it or hated it.
I'll put it in interested then.
Okay.
What the fuck is this?
Tetrasphere.
Tetrasphere. Is it Tetris but with spheres?
Maybe.
Is that what I'm reading?
Like a 3D rounded Tetris?
Let's see.
Never played, but interested, I guess. I don't know on this one.
Tetrasphere. It is puzzle video game developed by H2O. Probably it's a puzzle game. It it uses Tetris pieces, but it's like in the shape of a world.
Okay. I think I do know that.
It was
I think that's another one of those
on
games that would like be
the
at
Atari.
McDonald's. Um, I would just say like good or meh. You know, whatever.
Yeah, it's a Tetris game, so um, I'll put it up. Yeah, Zelda. I know we have differing
All right.
opinions about Zelda
We do.
for
We
the
do have differing
N64.
opinions. You got very defensive over Star Wars Pod Racer. But I feel like there is warranted differing opinions on these games. Now, I will go off the record and say that I like one more than the other.
Yeah,
And I will attribute that these games are fantastic, that they have a reason for why we have Zelda games still to this day. However, the controls and camera are god awful. More on Ocarina of Time, so I'm spoiling my review of one over the other. I think Majora's Mask is a little more put together, even though it's basically the same game, just different format. And their 3D counterparts on the 3DS are much better.
yeah. I think so. I don't own these games anymore for the N64, but I do
Okay.
have the collector's edition for the GameCube,
The GameCube version, yes.
and that's
Some
how I
people
play
prefer
them.
those over the N64 version.
And
Um,
I play those two on the N64 on the GameCube all the time. So that's really
okay.
where it is for me. And if anything, I'm not judging it really off of how it felt. I'm judging it off of memories and gameplay. I mean, not
Okay.
gameplay, story. And
I
both
will
of
go
these
in
are
it.
just legendary for me.
Yeah, no. I'll
Um,
go in it from there. If it's my current modern day vote, I would say Ocarina is great, Majora's Mask is legendary, but I think both deserve the legendary treatment. You know,
I think I
Ocarina of
don't.
Time is too much of a I think too many people consider that the best N64 game of all time.
Yeah, I don't know if I would consider it the best, but I like Majora's Mask. But as a kid, I hated the time limit, and I
Oh yeah,
hated playing it.
it
It
was
it got to the
it's
point where
definitely
I
a
had
hard.
such troubles with it. I didn't finish it. I had my uncle play it for me.
The game was meant to be a challenging game. It was
Yeah,
what if we
and
made Zelda but hard?
yeah.
So yeah,
So
but they're both legendary. So you know, I can't really sit there and say that they're not because it's Zelda. I
yeah, and they
Unless we're
definitely
talking about the
they
CDI games, no Zelda game fully
they
ever done
definitely
that.
shaped the future for Zelda, and I would say them alongside Super Mario 64 shaped the future of like platformers and
Oh yeah,
puzzle
these games
solvers.
walked so our modern day games could run.
Yeah, it's just some series went off in different directions than others. Super Mario 64 being and Mario Wonder being very similar. I mean, not
Oh yeah,
if anything, Wonder took a step back, sort of, because it's back to being side scroller.
yeah.
But Odyssey,
But
we have Odyssey.
Mario's different because Mario can still live on its old format. Zelda, for some reason, the developers feel the need to go and
Yeah,
not bring back the old format, which I feel like it would still do really good. Anyways, um, is this just called the new Tetris?
yes.
It looks
It
like
must have
it's
been some.
Frenzy, 4-player Frenzy. Um, good, I guess.
Yeah, it's Tetris.
I mean, it's multiplayer Tetris. Yeah.
Um, Powerpuff Girls, which I guess
I
it was
am
supposed to be somewhere else. Oh, there it is. The Powerpuff Girls
I'm
Chemical
I'm a
Extraction.
massive fan of the Powerpuff Girls, but I don't really remember liking this game, so I'd say meh.
Yeah.
Is this next one the Tigger game based on the movie, the Tigger movie?
I'm not sure if it's based off of the Tigger movie. Let me see. Where is it on my list again? Tigger's Honey Hunt. No, I don't think this is based
Oh.
off of the movie.
I don't
I
really
don't
remember it.
really remember it, and with it being a Winnie the Pooh game, if I was to get it, it would be for Mina. And at this point, we have newer systems and probably better like Winnie the Pooh games and stuff. So I don't
Yeah,
know if it
agreed.
is something I would be interested in.
Tom and
Tom and
Jerry,
Jerry
Fists of
and
the
Fist
Furries.
of Furry.
Fists of the Furries.
Fist and
Matt
Furries.
Matt would like fisting furries, but us, no. I love Tom and Jerry. Don't know anything really about this game.
This one
so
is probably just like a. You know what? Oh fuck! Where did I put it?
let me
There it
look
is.
into it.
Yeah, look into it real quick. See
Be
what
careful
at
what I
least
type
see what
in,
quick.
too.
See what kind of gameplay it is.
Fisting furries.
Because depending on the gameplay, if it's like a chasing kind of game or a puzzle solver, I think it could be interesting.
It's looks like a very shitty fighting game. A 3D boxing ring fighting game.
All right, no, then I'm not
And you
interested
just
in
play
that.
as the cast of Tom and Jerry characters.
Which is only like
And
4 characters.
you beat the shit. No, there's a Tom, there's Jerry, there's a little yellow bird,
Oh yeah,
there's
the bird.
a homeless alley cat, there's the dog, there's the dog's son, there's a green bird, there's the little tiny gray mouse.
So they're going for like one-offs.
Yeah.
Except for like the dog and
they
the
use
little
like
gray mouse.
yeah, and then they're in areas of like stuff that took place in episodes, so like the kitchen, the living room, the backyard, a boat, and then it looks like they just use like Acme like shit to beat the shit out of each other. Like, oh, you pull out a mallet, oh, you drop an anchor on somebody.
You
I
know,
had
maybe for the lulz, if we were to like play it against each other at some point on stream, that could be interesting, but that's low on the list.
definitely meh or low. Yeah.
Low
No
interest.
thanks.
Rainbow Six,
What the fuck? There's a Rainbow Six game on the N64.
apparently.
Rainbow Six Siege.
I
Not
did. I
interested.
played a Tom Clancy's game, but I don't think it was Rainbow Six.
I don't think I ever started playing any of them or discovering them until like the PS2/GameCube.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. That was around the same time. What's this one
what is
again?
this? Tonic
Tonic Trouble.
Trouble? What the fuck is that?
No clue.
I remember the cover. I don't know what it is. Tonic Trouble. So, it looks to be
It, the brief images I've seen so far makes me think of Toe Jam and
Toe Jam and Earl.
Earl.
I was gonna
Makes
say
me
that too.
think-
It looks similar to that, but like more 3D. It also. Oh yeah. No, it's made by Ubisoft. I think it's like the same people. There's also a version of it on the Game Boy Color, and it was a side scroller instead of a 3D platformer. I don't like the way it looks, but I don't know. It could be a good game.
I
I'm just
see.
gonna
I
say
found a thing. Oh no, that's canceled concept for a second one. Some of the
I'm
maps that
gonna
it
just say
shows on the
not interested. I don't know. Yeah.
Without watching a video, it's hard to tell. But yeah,
Yeah,
I think
Just based on the screenshots and everything I looked through, it looks horrible.
I'm gonna put it above StarCraft. Maybe. There we go. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1. I played this one on the N64. The other two on the PlayStation. So
I've played most of them on both, but my only one that I actually like out of the three 100% is Pro Skater 2, which my vote for Pro Skater 2 is great. The other
yeah,
ones
Pro
can
Skater
be
2 is
whatever.
great. I think Pro Skater 1 is also great, but not as good
Yeah,
as
awesome
2.
music, awesome stages.
Just it's a lot of fun. Tony Hawk.
It was that like edgy time as a kid too, where like skating and rock grunge music was like really nostalgic.
Yeah. And then I don't really remember 3. I know 4. 4 was on the GameCube and that was good. So I think
Yeah,
this
and
one
then-
is just good. I think
Yeah. They're probably about the same, all honestly, if we went and played them modernly, but
some kind of bike game. So
not
probably
interested.
not interested, yeah.
What was this?
Let's
Beer
see.
John?
We
The
got
fuck does this say?
Top Gear.
Oh,
Oh, these are all Top Gears.
Gear.
These
I don't-
4 are all Top Gear games.
I don't really know anything about Top Gear. I know the name. I don't really know anything.
It's a show where they race cars and they do weird things. Like they made
Mm.
one episode that I know of. They made a car become amphibious. That's all I know.
No thanks.
Toy Story 2. I do know this game, and I do remember it being decent.
I kind of do as well. So I mean, I'll say good.
Yeah, I don't remember the Beast Wars game, the Transformers Beast Wars. I don't remember.
Neither
it.
do I. I did not even know there was a Beast Wars N64 game.
So I'm interested in it then.
Same. Probably bad, but
Probably, yeah. Turok. I know Turok 1. Turok 1 was fun.
I know Turok and Turok 2.
And then the other one is Rage Wars, I think it's called. Yeah,
I'd say
Rage
Turok
Wars.
can go in great.
Yeah, Turok.
And then I'll leave. Oh wait. Oh, there's Rage Wars, Turok 2, Turok 3. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I remember 1. I sort of remember 2. I don't remember 3 or Rage Wars.
The first one is the only one that fully sticks out to me, but
I'm gonna put Turok 2 as good, and the other 2, I think interested, I guess, because the fact
Yeah.
that we liked at least the first one.
yeah, exactly. Turok's a cool concept altogether.
Yeah.
So.
Snowboarding, rally racing,
No thanks.
truck
no
racing,
thanks.
truck
No,
racing.
okay. These games, hold on. Vigilant 8 is actually good.
Oh, okay.
It's just like a weird, goofy destruction derby game, but you can play in a school bus and just blow shit the fuck up.
Okay.
I would just say meh or good.
Which one's better? Second offense or
just
the
put-
first one?
Just put the first one up. They're probably exactly the same, just new stages and cars, you know.
Put them in there. This is
Virtual Chess 64.
yeah.
I don't like the way it looks. It triggers me.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Pool, golf, wave racing.
No thanks. No thanks.
Um,
War Gods. Oh wait, no. Wave Race 64.
Wave race.
Put that up. Put that in great. Have you ever played that?
No.
That's made by Nintendo themselves. That's actually like it's like Nintendo, not
Okay.
third party. That game's great.
War Gods. Yeah. So this is War Gods.
What the fuck is War Gods? Sounds like a band. War Gods. Oh, it was an arcade game. Oh, I remember seeing the cover of this. I used
It's
to
a
think it
fighting
was
game.
I used to think it was Zurg from Toy Story.
Wait, is this the fighting game that I think it is?
It looks interesting. It looks like like a Mortal Kombat ripoff.
It was heavily influenced apparently
Oh, okay.
with similar controls as well as signature series fatalities.
I mean, I'd play it.
Unique
So
to
I'm
it is the
interested, but
3D button, which allows players to use the background, foreground for additional attacks. Is
yeah, I
this the
mean,
one that I
I
think
play
it
it,
is?
but
I think I know this one. And it, not as in I've played it, but I wanted to play it. It's a 4.3 out of 10 on IGN though. But 87% liked it according to Google users.
there's probably a lot better options, and that's why.
Yeah. There's a YouTube video titled War Gods, the worst fighting game.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So people don't like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to put it under interested though, slightly, just because I think I've heard of it. I don't know this one. What is this one? Wayne Gretzky, hockey.
Oh, no thanks.
Hockey.
A lot of
And
these look like
then-
shit.
The rest are all like WCW, so the other version of WrestleMania. Not
Yeah.
WWE, but the other one, the one that's not as well known. And because of that, I'm putting them.
Well, there's WCW, or NWO.
All right, this is something different though. Wetrix.
Wetrix. I remember seeing this, and it looked like a fucking like cleaning product.
I'm gonna just throw it in. Not interested. Wheel
I'll
of
look it up real
Fortune.
quick.
I'm gonna put Wheel of Fortune real quickly in good.
Oh, it's basically golf, like a
Oh,
like a
then
3D golf.
Yeah, I'm not interested. Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. Putting those together because why not?
Yeah, that's fine.
Win back covert operations.
Win back covert.
Oh, World Cup
Covert.
64 soccer.
Oh,
Getting rid of it.
I know this game. It's not good. It's like a. It's like a shitty like spy game kind of. I would just say meh.
Okay. Next is Wipeout 64. I don't remember Wipeout.
Wipeout.
I know the show, so
In
if it's
fact,
anything like that, then
I could be a psychopath. Wipeout might actually be the game I was actually referring to earlier. Instead of the other one.
let's see.
Let me look up. Because I remember the site, like the cybernetic cars.
94% like this game.
Okay, I don't think this isn't the game okay, so I'm still correct on my racing car game.
Yeah.
I know Wipeout, but I don't think I actually have like a connection to it.
Okay, so and this is not at all like the show Wipeout.
Yeah, no. I would just say meh on this
it's
one.
a racing game with ships.
Yeah. It deserves at least a meh, I guess, since we've debated it for this long.
All right, some other racing game.
World Driver? No, thanks.
Yeah, World
Worms
Driver
Armageddon.
Championship.
I'd say good or great. Worms Armageddon's actually a pretty good game.
Armageddon is, I don't think the one I remember, but I don't think I ever played the n64 version. Oh, maybe then I have played it. At least the remastered version.
It's one of the ones that's like constantly played modernly.
Okay, then yeah, I've played the remastered version. All right, WWE/F.
Which is
Mostly
the
F.
one that you have a connection to because you're dead.
No Mercy and 2000. I have
So I'll
not
let
played
you rank
these
them
two.
however you want. Otherwise, they're not interested. For me, I see Dwayne the Rock Johnson on the front. with hair.
All right, so this is the one with Rikishi, and
Oh, okay.
really, I played them with a lot with my dad because he's a big wrestling fan, and he was often away for military, either
Yeah.
18 hours a day, or he would be gone for a couple months at a time and be back for like a month because of deployment and stuff. So these were a good way to just bond with him. We had a lot of fun with customer creation and just messing around. I
I know they can
I
be fun.
they're
So
they're,
if you want to
they're
rank one
fun.
high, that's
I'll
okay.
put them both at good.
I'll give you a pass because I know that they can be fun, especially yeah, with character creation and just goofy like boxing ring fighting. Like
Yeah, they're fun. They're fun to play with friends and family. All right,
yeah.
so this one I do know. I actually know it.
What is
Surprisingly,
this?
this is Xena, Warrior Princess, the Talisman of Fate. This is that
Okay.
n64 game that I got like 3 days ago. Not 3 days ago, 3 weeks ago.
Oh, so fairly
It
recently.
is a fighting game with Xena characters.
Okay.
And
And you like it.
no.
Oh,
No.
okay.
So the game itself, it doesn't have like a story. It's literally just you choose a character and you start to fight. You can do tower mode. There's no story. There's no reason to call it the Talisman of Fate. It's just straight fighting. There is
It's just a pointless ass game.
yeah, it really is. It's bad. I'm putting it at bad.
Okay.
Like I'm glad I got it. It's cool to own. I don't foresee myself playing it again. I played it for like 10 minutes on stream. I'm like, yeah, this is bad. This was
Wow.
whew. It was like $6 though, so it wasn't too bad it wasn't too big of a waste. Yoshi's Story. I haven't played this
All
one, I
right.
think.
We're at the end. I've played Yoshi's Story numerous times. It's not as good as like certain other Yoshi games, but I'd say it's great. It's iconic. And it was I don't want to say Yoshi's first game by himself because he had ones prior, but it was like Yoshi's first game without Mario involved.
Mm-hmm. Because he had
Um,
ones where like he was with Baby Mario, like
technically Yoshi's
Yoshi's.
Cookie you could count as well, um, but yeah, no, this one was purely just Yoshi. The main villain was Baby Bowser, but um, again, yeah, you didn't have Baby Mario on your back, and you weren't. This one was like every level you played as a different color Yoshi, and the goal was to get back the fruit at the very end of the level. It was still a side-scrolling Yoshi game, like a Mario platformer, but yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah, okay.
So,
I think this
anything
is
that you want to change or work around, or are
I
you
think if
satisfied?
anything, it would just be like where we place like some of the goods, like where on the goods scale. But I don't think that's
I don't think we
really,
need to get into
yeah,
it.
it's
Yeah,
not really
yeah.
necessary. The amount of sports games on the N64 is
Wow.
ridiculous.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
that's a lot.
that is a
Uh,
lot.
I was surprised though by how many games we found that were at least like it could be worth it depending on the price.
Same.
Um,
There's quite a bit, and like yeah, some of them I've recognized before, and other ones I'm like, you know what, I'd try it, but um,
I'm now worried that the Hercules game is probably a fighting game.
it could be based on your Xeon, Xenoblade
Xena,
Chronicles,
Xena.
Xeno Princess Warrior uh game. How much did you spend on that game?
$6.
Okay, I was gonna judge you if it was over 20.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not. Um, It doesn't look. No, it's not a fighting game. It is a
Is it like a
3D
platformer?
platformer. Yeah, combat,
Okay.
quests, and puzzles. Uh, multiple characters with unique abilities. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'll keep that under interested. It is not a fighting game, so
Okay.
all right. Yeah. I think this is a decent list for having this many games, having never played them.
Yeah. Do you wanna go at the very top and then just middle mouse click and do a slow scroll and we just kind of appreciate it while we wrap
Yeah.
this up? All right. Well,
That's a bit
Pokemon
too.
Stadium 2, goated, still got it right
Yes.
here.
Yeah. I feel like I should have had all of my. The only ones I
Oh
have
no,
with me.
I just keep it in my N64. It's literally always, I got this clip ready.
I have
Um,
Rogue Squadron, which I got recently, and it's all like beat up and stuff. And then I have my copy of Super Mario.
and you know what? Live on your stream and what will be uploaded to the internet, I have to go out and say this copy of Pokemon Stadium 2 is stolen.
Really? From the library or something?
No.
Oh,
From a kid from elementary school.
oh,
So
damn.
it was one of my first friends in second grade. I don't want to say his actual name. I don't think he would ever find this, nor do I have any form of contact with him or anything like that. I actually saw him once at Walmart a few years ago, and he looked like he could kill me and um hide it very easily. And he also looked like he sold drugs. He didn't look like a meth addict, I'll say that, but he looked like a stereotypical gangster. I will say that. Anyways, this kid for other purposes, his name was Marlin. And Marlin was one of my first friends in the second grade. He would come over to my house. His mom and my mom met, so that way they knew that we would be safe. And he would get dropped off at my house, and we'd play N64 games after school. And one day, during school, he brought Pokemon Stadium 2 because at the time my mom couldn't afford to buy me it. And he handed it to me and said, "Here, you can go ahead and borrow it as long as you want. And when I come over, we can just play it together." And I was like, "Okay, cool." Well, over time, I think he just forgot that he gave it to me or lended it to me. And then I remember it being a conversation in class in second grade that he would say like, "Hey, don't worry about it. Like you can basically have it. It's okay." And I was like, "Okay." He was kind of a sweet kid at the time. Then there was one day he came to me and said that he was moving away next year, following in third grade, and he was going to be going to a separate school in where the state we live. And he asked for his game back, and I was one of those kids that I hated. But in this situation, because it was a Pokemon game that I loved, I said, "I don't have your game." And I lied, and the teachers took my side because, we're kids and they don't care and they can't prove it. And yeah, I think his mom tried to call my mom and asked for the game back, and I cried and I said no. He said I could have it, and from there they let it go. I also pantsed this kid out on the playground after
This is getting better.
yeah, post him asking for Pokemon Stadium 2 back. I pantsed him because I just pulled his pants down in front of everybody, and he cried. Yeah, and so if he knew about this and for whatever reason remembered this, or if I name dropped him and he found out, There's a possibility he could find me and kill me, beat me up, take Pokemon Stadium 2 back. Look, man, if you know who you are and you find this video and you remember me from 2nd grade in Mrs. Coleman's class, Pioneer Park, I'm sorry. I take good care of this game. It is one of my favorite games of all time. Please don't kill me. Um, and I'll pay you for it
folks. If we don't hear him next week, then he's dead.
Yeah, I'll pay you for it. But this doesn't mean just some random person can come for me and be like, "Oh, that was." I actually remember his name. I know exactly who he was. I recognize his face. So, I just don't want to say it on video. So,
Go.
go game, Brian. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah. I think it actually went pretty well. It was scuffed in the beginning, but I think like as a concept and just reminiscing about video games, this was fun, and I would definitely like to do it again. I don't care about views. I'll be honest. This probably will not do well view wise.
This is just stupid fun between us. It's
so. I think
it's not like we have a lot going on. And
I think I don't know about you, but I think I won't do Xbox because I've only played very few Xbox games, aka Halo 4 and Rare Replay.
Yeah, I only have a following of Rare and Halo games, and then maybe a couple others sprinkled here and there.
Yeah, so
Xbox is very irrelevant to me. If anything, we can rank like, you know, GameCube, PlayStation, PS2, and maybe eventually there's also a ranking we could do of like greatest games of all time, you know?
Yeah, greatest games, some of the handhelds like Game Boy Advance and all that.
Yeah. But we'd have to like keep some of those short because there's a lot more games on some of these other platforms than there are.
I think what we might do is before we actually start, we'll just go through and be like, okay, where's all the sports games? Let's just get rid of those. Because I don't remember playing sports games after the N64.
Or we'll just make our own tier list.
Yeah,
and
that's it.
Add like 50 games from each of these things that we fondly love or something like that, you know.
50 games that we remember playing from each console.
Yeah, whether they're good or bad, but we can remember like adding them and then be like, okay, I hate this game. Oh, I love this game.
Yeah, so I think though this was decent and it was fun. Maybe next time we'll have more people and it'll be even more scuffed and just chaotic. But
yeah, we can definitely get Matt in on this or others that might want to be in on it, but
yeah, I think
you know,
for first time.
Yeah, and you know, sorry again for us being so jumbled with this, but thank you everybody that, you know, watches, and if you have any input for Brian or I, let us know.
Yeah, share some stories of your favorite games. Maybe we ranked a game as a meh or worse, and you actually really love it. So flame us.
Yeah, if by chance you've made it through this like 2.5, 3 hour venture.
2 hour and 24 minutes so far, and that's if I don't cut out anything.
There's probably some cutout, especially like, you know, we have to walk away or we get in tangents, whatever.
Yeah.
But point is,
all right, I'm going to stop the recording here, but the stream is still going. I would have
like, comment, and subscribe, and
cookies.
Yeah.
Bye. Yeah, and then in the comments and the down in the description below, I'll tag Taylor. He posted recently on his channel, so he's also sharing stuff, and his was just collectibles.
Yes,
if it wasn't for the fact that I hate stealing ideas from others, I would probably do something similar, but maybe not like what I've done that month because I am poor and I have a child, so I don't do it by month.
Oh no, dude, same. Mine's gonna be like I said, mine will be bare minimum. It'll be on and off, but I do collector vids. I have other stuff in the works, so there's
See, I don't know if I can do a Sega. I never owned Sega. I was Nintendo and Sony.
Not a Sonic guy, are you?
My parents weren't, at the very least, until the PlayStation 2. The games we owned were mostly my dad's, and I would occasionally get a video game. The first console that I could call mine was a PlayStation 3. And then I was given
That's
the
crazy.
N64 later on, like near the time of the PlayStation 3, but I never truly owned my game console. I was just allowed to play my dad's.
That's crazy to me. That's so
Also,
late.
Taylor, statute of
Consoles.
limitations.
What does that mean?
You've lived in the same state, so the theft is it's now your game.
Sweet.